Hey guys!
And welcome to the Philandtammypolson channel, where we
educate, motivate, and inspire you into action.
So hold on to your hats. Today we are going to talk about I am a dreamer.
All right, I need you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button. That way you are notified every time we upload one of these awesome programs.
Yes, because you may know someone that needs this. So make sure you're sharing. All right? Hi guys, and welcome. We are super excited to talk to you about I am a dreamer, because in every one of us, God has placed a dream deep down in your DNA. Even the Bible talks about before I knew you, or before I was in the womb, God knew me. And
Psalm 139.
Yes. Thank you. Anyways, He knew you, and He has a plan and a destiny for you. And so today we want to wake up the dreamer inside of you, because number one, it's been inside of you from the very beginning. It's something that you have enjoyed, something that you've loved, and it burns deep inside of you. But yet we want to stay in the ordinary. We want to stay in the status quo. We want to stay with what's familiar, because that is what is comfortable for us.
That's the easy part, is just staying there and just moving through life without waking up the dream. And so we take that lightly, but he says in that Psalm 139, before you formed me in my mother's womb, you knew me.
Yeah.
And all my days were fashioned and formed before there was ever one. So God already had a plan and was already propelling you into a great future before you were ever born.
That's right. And it doesn't matter what you think the dream is or how big you think it is. It doesn't matter the size of the dream. What matters is that you step into it and you fulfill it. Because on the other side of that dream, there is someone waiting on you to inspire them for their next step and their next dream. So I want to encourage you. I know as you have been working, he works a lot with people that are in hospice, and a lot of times they have regrets of what they didn't accomplish, something that was inside of them deep down, and they didn't accomplish it. And that was their biggest regret, was they were too afraid. So I want to encourage you today, just take a moment and think, what is it? Some of you know what your dream is. Some of you quit believing in the dream and just thought it was for somebody else. But the truth is, the dream that God put inside you, it doesn't matter how many people are doing it. As long as you fulfill your part, you're going to reach the people God intended you to reach.
Well, I say all the time, it's like if Pepsi would have cared that there was a Coke, there was a soft drink, they never would have done it. And then you go on down the line to the Sam's Choice Colas. Mm-hmm. There's a company making those. And it's okay. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
No.
The dream, you know, what do you want your days or your dream to consist of? What do you want it to look like? Yeah. What are you passionate about? What motivates you and turns you on? Those are the things that you want to build your dream around.
Exactly. And that's why we are here. We are fulfilling our dream, because it is our dream to wake up the dreamer on the inside of you and encourage you to fulfill and move past the impossibilities, because every step moves you closer to that dream. And I want you to know that we are rooting you on.
Yeah, this is a dream that we had about having a YouTube channel. But you know what? Here's the thing, the funny thing about having a dream the insecurities come first.
Yes.
Because we say, what do we have to say? What would anybody want to hear us? Why would they want to listen? Well, so far, almost 300 people have subscribed now to our new Facebook page.
Right.
And because they believe we have something to say. And here's the crazier part of it. We now believe that we have something to say, and we have something that we believe is going to motivate you and turn you on to fulfilling your dream.
Yeah, and I have to be honest, it was very, very hard to start this. Not
Yes.
the process of actually making it happen,
Right.
not that part, but actually getting the courage
Yeah.
to break through the wall of fear
Yeah.
and doubt and that feeling of the imposter syndrome, because honestly, you know, we all feel this way. It's like, what do I have to say? Like Phil was saying, what do I have? What is it? But you know what? When I look back through our lives, we've been through a lot of stuff, and you have too. And there are things that if you would use those gifts inside of you, people's lives are going to be changed. And so I want to encourage you. We are going to continue to talk about the dream. We want to go into 2021 with a vision of how to move forward in our dream.
Yeah. Why wait till December the 1st to start? Why wait till January the 1st?
Right.
Why wait for New Year's resolutions?
Right.
Why don't we just go ahead
Let's
here
make a plan.
the first week of November and just start writing things down, start making a plan,
Yeah.
so that January 1st you're hitting the ground running with the dream,
Yeah.
not beginning to just start writing it down now in January, and then everybody's like blah 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 blah. You know, you say that every year. Well, let's don't just say it every year. Let's make an action. Let's make a
action
plan.
That's what we're going to talk about, is how to put your dreams in actions. But the first thing I want you to know, it's time to realize that you don't want to miss out on this dream, because it's other people's lives that are being
Yeah.
affected. It's not just about you, sweetheart. It's not about you. It's about the lives that you're going to change and affect for God's glory.
Well, and that's what God puts a dream on the inside of us for, is not that we're just fulfilling something, but that we're impacting the lives of other people that don't have a dream, that are afraid to reach for something,
Yes.
that are scared, that are looking for an answer. Well, an angel most likely is not going to show up in their living room.
Right.
God is not going to show up in their living room or at the workplace. He's put a dream in you, and you're going to show up at their doorstep. You're going to show up at their desk. You're going to show up at that marketplace ministry that
Yes.
God's given you,
Yes.
with the dream full of life and alive and ready for action.
That's right. And so we want you to take courage, because we are going to help you walk through the door of fear.
Yeah.
And we're going to help you move toward that dream that God has given you. So be encouraged and stay tuned for the next video, because you are going to get some more steps on how to fulfill that God-given dream.
We're going to wake up that dreamer, and we're going to make this a series for the next couple of weeks, so that we are walking you through the process and walking you through the steps of what this is supposed to look like.
So be encouraged. Remember, you are awesome.
And your best days are just ahead.
Hey guys, one thing that you can do is get this book by Bruce Wilkinson. It's called The Dream Giver, Following Your God-Given Destiny. So we are going to pull some information out of this book in the next couple of weeks, but I'm telling you that this will inspire you. It is like a parable.
Right.
And it helps you to relate things to real life, because sometimes when we say stuff, it just comes out as okay kind of deal, but sometimes when you read it about somebody else's life and what happened in somebody else's life, then it makes more sense. And so I know when I was reading it, it got to this one point and I just was like
Yeah. brought
just
up the
started
tears.
crying. I was like, oh, I remember that day. It was talking about when he realized that even as a child, the dream was inside of him. And I'm going to get emotional now. And I was taken back to a time when I was a child and I was doing my destiny at that point. And so it just brought up real emotions. And it's like, okay, I may not feel like I am the professional or whatever, but God says that there's a different story, and that's what he says about your life too.
And that's what we want to wake up on the inside of you.